What is up, Mini Miner fans? It's time to go camping. This is camp for the night. Got the Maya tent over here. Got the fishing setup here. Fire pit. Got the cooler. Bear box. I think for tonight. It's starting to get a little bit dark on us. The sun is just setting now, but I think we're a little eager to get fishing, so we're gonna get out the portable stove here, and we'll whip up some stew quick. Welcome back to cooking with isobutane fuel cartridges, and then it has a piezo igniter, so it should just light up. Jeez, like a blowtorch.
It is already the worst loss of life from a wildfire in modern U.S. history. Officials say only 2 of those victims have been identified so far.
I got about a pound of beef skirt steak here. It says keep refrigerated, but we don't really believe in refrigeration. The bottom is getting warm, so that means the water will get warm here pretty soon. I think it's supposed to get down to about 45 tonight. While that's cooking, I think we will take out the poles and get a couple casts in. So it turns out you can boil steaks in water. You just get a sloppy steak, and it is in fact delicious.
It's day 3 here. We're going to be trying to start a fire with flint and steel. Got a little bit of newspaper down in there. I got some dry grasses here, and then next is going to be our thin little micro twigs. Get our grasses spread out. It's important to make sure they're going in different directions so that the fire spreads. And then just a couple for weight.
A common mistake that I see here is when people will move their steel and striker away from their kindling as they're striking. You want your striker to be as close to the kindling as possible so that you have the least amount of time that the sparks are in the air and the least amount of heat that is emitted into the environment and not onto your kindling itself. That way you've got a higher chance of it actually catching. I like to hold my steel in place and then actually pull back on the flint.
We got a winner. Yeah, it's definitely a practice thing once because you'll get sparks that'll land and it won't look like they're burning, but you recognize that they are burning.
Welcome back to the kitchen. Today we're making egg surprise. I can't tell you what's in it because it's a surprise. I'll start by cracking a couple of eggs into a bowl here. Egg number 3. We'll give her some milk. Just a shot. A little bit of cheese. Open up the Kraft, deliciously crafted for mac and cheese. Again, about an egg's worth. Looking for about 60 to 80 grams of cheese. Now you're gonna have this nice little delicious little stew. Our fire is quite hot. We've got maybe 2-3 quarts of water boiling over there. Egg surprise, mix it up real nice. Should look just like that. Plus. Now you're gonna want to get most of the air out of there. So I like to just kind of fold it over itself, get a lot of it out, and then try and seal it up. A little bit of air in there is okay. We just don't want a big air pocket so that it's floating, because we're going to be dipping it right into that hot boiling water. So we're going to double bag that again, just to make sure we don't have any melts or leaks. Now, ideally you'd use tongs, but we're going with the stick method today. We're going to be hanging it into our boiling pot of water, ideally so that none of the bag is touching the sides. Now, we don't have a massive pot here, so this could get a little bit tricky and a little bit gooey. I think that might do right there. All right, lads and lassies. Looks like our egg surprise is done. You want to just basically go on consistency. It should look like an omelet is the idea. Yeah. You can see we got a little bit of marbling in there, but yeah. We'll plop that into our freshly cleaned bowl and we'll see how it tastes. The freshly cleaned bowl in question. So conveniently we've got a hot fire here. We would have kept it going if we had to. Eggs are over here in our bowl, also on the ground. As you can see on that, texture is of course omelet-like. You want it to pretty much come out in one big chunk. If it doesn't, that means the inside is probably nice and not cooked. But it looks here like we've definitely got some well-cooked eggs, so we'll be adding some cheese to that and dining shortly. Welcome back to the mukbang channel. Today we've got some cheesy eggs, campfire cooked.